she's gonna do the thing. Revealing that her move conjures Ryan Reynolds' ugly sweater from a couple years ago instead of the Wonder Woman suit. If you don't know the history of the ugly sweater, it actually started with this Christmas picture of him wearing it with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, both of whom now are part of the Marvel Universe with different characters. Like, Mysterio is actually going to come back during What If Season 3, so like Mysterio isn't totally gone. Then, because it became such a funny thing, he started to turn it into an annual tradition where he used it as part of the charity work that he was doing year to year. So the ugly sweater has been a thing for several years now. When she gets confused, he blames this on the DC lawyers, like they interjected and stopped her from turning into actual Wonder Woman in the suit. And he says it's probably the same guy who also got Henry Cavill and the other Batman, who's meant to be Ben Affleck's Batman. So I love the meta joke there. There's like 4 different joke layers to that. So when he says Ben Affleck's Batman is the other Batman, it's basically him saying that Michael Keaton's Batman is the better Batman. Like, it's a joke on Ben Affleck not being as good as Michael Keaton. And it's obviously just building on the Deadpool and Wolverine, Henry Cavill Cavalrine joke about DC firing all the original Zack Snyder Justice League actors.
Treat you so much better than those down the street.
You were just leaving.
The person that he says is that guy that got Henry Cavill and the other Batman is actually James Gunn. So he's actually making fun of James Gunn during this too, because James Gunn is the person who actually fired Henry Cavill and those other Justice League actors like Ben Affleck. Normally, you'd think that that would be him just clowning on James Gunn because he doesn't like him, but they're actually good friends in real life. James Gunn even said that right after he got the DC job, like when he was hired to reboot DC, one of the very first calls that he made was to Ryan Reynolds to ask him to come back as his Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
You say
Ryan doesn't give a shit.
when you say grounded.
One of the first people I talked to after I got the job was Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, you coming back? He's like, get the fuck out of here.
The whole joke there is that people were worried about offending Ryan Reynolds by saying that his Green Lantern wasn't that great, and James Gunn was trying to tell them, no, Ryan Reynolds does not care if you didn't like his Green Lantern, like he is happy to make fun of himself for that, which he has done many times through all of his movies since that happened. But I think when James Gunn said that Ryan Reynolds told him to F off, that means that he's probably never going to come back as his Green Lantern. We'll see though, like 20 years down the road when he's an old man, maybe there'll be some more jokes. The other thing about all these Deadpool Christmas videos that he keeps releasing is that there's another video that it seems like he has not released yet with him and Blind Al in her apartment and Christmas decorations all over the place. We haven't seen what that video is. Whatever he winds up releasing, of course I will do a video for it, maybe like in the next week or two, just because he seems like he's releasing something every couple of weeks at least. A long time ago, before Disney finished buying out Fox, he actually wrote a Deadpool Christmas movie. It was basically going to be a version of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Dopinder or Hugh Jackman's Wolverine if he was going to be able to get him to come back, with them traveling to the North Pole to save Christmas essentially.